I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
If Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him when he returned to boxing.
The debate of who is the greatest boxer of all time.
And that would be you?
I don't know. That's why I'm still keep fighting.
Floyd Mayweather has finally broken his silence on the much-talked-about return of his longtime rival Manny Pacquiao, who at 46 years old is stepping back into the ring, known for their historic 2015 bout that captivated the boxing world Mayweather. And Pacquiao's rivalry remains one of the sport's most iconic storylines. In his first public reaction to Pacquiao's comeback, Mayweather didn't hold back addressing the buzz with a mix of respect, caution, and subtle challenge. Fans and pundits alike are now speculating whether this could reignite one of boxing's greatest rivalries or set the stage for something even bigger.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight?
Manny Pacquiao, the legendary Filipino boxer and the only 8-division world champion in boxing. History is set to make a remarkable return to the ring at the age of 46 after retiring in 2021, following a unanimous decision loss to Yordenis Ugas. Pacquiao has announced plans to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title in July 2025. This comeback fight is particularly significant, as the WBC welterweight title was the first world championship Pacquiao won in his storied career, capturing the WBC flyweight title in 1998 next vote.
What's the next fight you're working?
You're not working now.
Where? Oh, you're going to New York? No. I'm saying. You know, I told someone that he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, why is Roberts Gardner a coach? They thought he was the guy. No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
What? No. Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he? The firefighter. Because they saw the videos and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey? Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like he's fighting Barrios July 19th. Who wins?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old American boxer from San Antonio, Texas, currently holds the WBC welterweight title. He secured this championship after a dominant performance against Yordenis Ugas in September 2023, where he knocked Ugas down twice and won by unanimous decision with scores of 118-107 twice and 117-108. This victory marked a significant milestone in Barrios' career, elevating him to full champion status. Following Terence Crawford's move to the super welterweight division, Barrios has expressed enthusiasm about the possibility of facing boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. He stated, "I'm very excited at the possibility of this fight being made. Manny Pacquiao is a future Hall of Famer, a legend, and someone I looked up to growing up. To share the ring with him would be an honor and a dream come true." This sentiment reflects Barrios' respect for Pacquiao's storied career and his eagerness to test himself against one of the sport's all-time greats. The matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has garnered significant attention within the boxing community, eliciting a range of opinions from experts and fans alike. WBC President Mauricio Sullian has expressed strong support for the bout, highlighting Pacquiao's legendary status and the precedent of former champions making successful comebacks. Sullian stated, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter today. This endorsement underscores the WBC's willingness to sanction the fight, recognizing Pacquiao's enduring appeal and competitive spirit. Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, also views the fight as a viable opportunity. He described Barrios as the perfect fighter for Pacquiao, noting that it's a 50-50 fight, but a very winnable fight for Manny. Gibbons emphasized that Barrios' style could align well with Pacquiao's strengths, suggesting that the matchup is both competitive and favorable for the veteran boxer. Next,
we have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC.
Floyd Mayweather believes Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring is likely driven by financial motives, a common reason for many retired fighters to stage comebacks. In professional boxing, comebacks often occur when aging legends seek one last lucrative payday, especially if they haven't fully transitioned into a stable post-boxing career. Despite this, the speaker acknowledges Pacquiao's enduring skill, stating that even his C game is still superior to many current fighters' best performances. This emphasizes Pacquiao's extraordinary talent and ring IQ, which haven't entirely diminished with age. His experience, speed, and unorthodox style give him a fighting chance even when he's no longer in his prime. However, the underlying concern remains. The physical risks are significant, especially against younger opponents. Ultimately, the comment reflects both respect for Pacquiao's legacy and caution about the dangers of returning to elite-level competition after retirement. The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao stands as one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history, spanning over a decade. Their eventual clash in 2015 was the culmination of years of anticipation, negotiations, and public demand. The initial discussions for a bout began around 2009 when both fighters were at the pinnacle of their careers. However, disagreements over drug testing protocols and promotional issues delayed the fight. For several years, Mayweather insisted on Olympic-style drug testing, which Pacquiao initially declined, leading to a breakdown in negotiations. Further complications arose from network affiliations and purse splits, keeping the fight in limbo despite public clamor. Finally, on May 2, 2015, the two legends met at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather's a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and every.
Boxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in habit. You become a habit. When you start boxing like.
Woo! Like that. The speed is still there. Woo!
Also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument, Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen. And they're both in their primes, in the same weight class at the same time.
Pacquiao, it's weird. Danny felt like a big brick. Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now, the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know? I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. Didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, you know, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands? Did they do some Asian stuff? What did they do? Who knows, right? And then looking at the picture, I was like, damn, you know what? Pacquiao wore them old school Mexican Reyes.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like Pat, even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring.
Kick your
different dude. Right. Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just like,
don't say that. Yeah.
Okay. And got crucified.
Yeah, but he's.
I wish you the best
too.
Good luck in the fight.
Good luck.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.